Okay, I'm back at it again. Craig here. These candles, I have decided that I'm going to only use test 2 wicks on the next batch of candles I make. Although these have performed adequately if you let them burn long enough, I'm going to rule out using the smaller wick, which I believe is this one, and use the CD10 and the CD12 wicks in the next batch of test. So I've got tomatoes. Way too much stuff here. I've got pumpkin pretzel latte, lemon pound cake, very vanilla, pumpkin spice latte, and snickerdoodle. So I want to go ahead and heat the wax up. I'll be using, let's see, 14 ounces of wax, so that'll be 7 ounces per jar. So, catch you later. Well, I've got the wicks all in the jars, centered as best I can, and we'll start melting the wax now. I did get my work surface cleaned up a bit, not so much junk on it and or food. You think I'd learn, but of course not. Just not built that way. Got the wax container all set to put the wax in. I'll tear this out so it is 0, and then I'll add in the wax. This time I'm still going to use the soy 444, but I'm going to throw in 1 ounce of the beeswax just to see what happens. Try to get a smoother top on the candles. Okay, there's 13 ounces of wax in here now. I'm going to add just enough. Give me 14 ounces. There, it's a little better. 14.1. That's just going to have to do it. Well, here's the end result. I've got 5 of each scent done. Well, 2 of each scent, I should say. Total of 10. And the vanilla and let's see, the lemon here, they are really good, really strong, smell good. Got pumpkin pretzel latte here. So barely any odor to it at all. And this pumpkin spice latte, oops, right there. Same thing, barely anything at all. And the snickerdoodles, there again, not bad, not good. Anyway, I did dump a little too much beeswax in one of the tanks to melt down, and I had enough left over for one of these. Actually, this is not bad with the beeswax in it. See if I can open this up. Here we go. It's a little soft, but it's solid, and it pops out of the container. So, I don't know. It's 10% beeswax and 90% of the soy 444. So, that's it. So long. Talk to you later. Oh, what I forgot to mention, which is why I wanted to use the beeswax. As you can see, the tops are a lot smoother. This one's a little rough because I moved the, yeah, it's a little rough. This one I moved the wick slightly while it was almost set. But the rest of these aren't bad at all. A little heat gun on them, they'll be looking great. Okay, now these two candles, these two sets here, they performed adequately. The smaller wick took longer to make a full melt pool, but it did. And of course the larger wick burned up more oil and made a wax pool, melt pool I should say, much quicker. This is the same, 7% fragrance, 7% fragrance, and as is this. The only difference between these is the fragrance oil. This is a snickerdoodle, which is very good, by the way. This pumpkin spice latte, can't say that much about it, good or bad. And this is a pumpkin pretzel latte. As you can see, the wick sizes are the same. Well, you can't see that, but wick sizes are the same. These are CD12s and these are CD10s. The wax itself is the same. The wick, did I say the wicks are the same? Yeah. So the only difference is the scent. And I'm beginning to understand why the candle makers on YouTube talk about testing. Because this wick in this one is tunneling. And the same size wick in those two did not tunnel. This one, wax pool is smaller, and I'm not sure it'll ever reach the full wax pool where these did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt these back down and try them with larger wicks, re-pour them and make them with larger wicks and see where we go from there. Well, I just lit these lemon pound cake candles and looks like they're tunneling too, which is interesting. Definitely need larger wicks for these. This is really disappointing. The candle is flooding out. Once again, the wicks are too small. So I think I'll go to a CD14 and a CD16 next time. And we'll see where it goes from there.